4 mistakes people make before creating an online course. When it comes to sharing your expertise through online courses, there are some rules that can be broken, as the key is to not exactly overthink it. Hi, I'm Sauce from Uteach, and today I'm going to be talking about 4 major mistakes many creators make before they create their online course. But before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to our channel to watch videos all about e-learning, course creation, digital entrepreneurship, and so much more. Make sure you hit the notification bell because we do upload every Wednesday and Friday. Okay, so let's just dive in and talk about the 4 major mistakes that many people make. One of the first mistakes is people neglect to actually research their market. Yes, we stand by what we preach. Almost any skill today can be easily monetized and sold through an online course. However, it is still very important that you do your research before you actually create a course to understand what is actually in demand in the market. Imagine if all that hard work you put into just went down the drain simply because you didn't put in the time and the energy to understand what it is that people actually want and what it is that they actually want to learn. This actually can easily be prevented by studying demographics for a good 30 to 60 days before you actually sit down to write a curriculum. You can ask your friends, you can ask your acquaintances, and you can even ask your online followers if you already do have an existing audience. You can even ask them whether they would be interested in learning the specific skill that you have that you would like to teach to them. You can create Google Forums, you can write a status on your Facebook page, asking your friends and your family to respond to your inquiries, whether they would actually want to learn something from you. You can tweet and ask for public opinions, or you can even use websites such as answerthepublic.com in order to understand what people are actually searching for. Another thing we strongly recommend doing is monitoring questions in different videos, specifically on YouTube, in the niche that you are trying to create a course in. So what you can do is spend a good few weeks perhaps and watch videos that are related to your niche or have something to do with your niche, and you can easily read the comments that people leave. And let me assure you, many people actually, they leave comments and their questions are never answered. So it's the perfect timing for you to understand what people want to learn right now, and so you can create a course in and sell to them eventually. Many people are asking questions that you can easily create content for. And of course, last but not least, you must provide a solution to their problems. So your online course should address the troubles that they have, the struggles that they have. Don't just sit and think, oh, I wonder what kind of course I can create for myself. And in the words of Gary Vaynerchuk, it's not about you, it's about them. Second mistake that we actually see many creators making is not providing enough context. I'm gonna say it one more time, context. Context is actually the key to everything. A mistake many people make is not paying attention to the context of their course. While we're all for praising people to just start and not overthink it too much, but we can't deny that an unprofessional and not planned out course can create a lot of mistrust, negative feedback, and perhaps even permanent damage to your brand and your name as a course creator entrepreneur. A few spelling mistakes here and there or low lighting won't technically damage your course or your brand identity, but you do want to make sure that the context is well thought out and planned out so that you can deliver exactly what is promised in your specific course. Your students need to understand what they are trying to achieve through this specific course. It doesn't have to be perfect, but look, it has to make sense. If this overwhelms you a bit, something we strongly recommend you do is ask your friends, family, or acquaintances if they can spend some time and go over your course. And of course, provide an unbiased and objective opinion, whether the course actually makes sense to them or not. Make sure they let you know whether it was easy enough to consume your course. And of course, make sure that they actually tell you whether they learned something from it or not. The third mistake that many people make is actually not researching the right platform that they are going to use for creating a course. It's surprising how the internet is actually one of our easiest tools in figuring out nearly anything in the world today, but people still neglect to actually do proper research and actually figure out which online course hosting platform works best for them. And in the end, they make a lot of mistakes. They suffer through many technical problems. The students are unsatisfied with the user experience, so on and so forth. Our best tip is, after researching for a few days, to choose the top 3 websites that suit your needs perfectly. For instance, you may be serving hundreds of students on your first launch, and then you come to realize that the hosting platform that you have chosen actually does not fit the capacity for that amount of students. It could also not provide the features that you have decided to incorporate in your course. So after you choose the top 3 sites that you think would serve you best, fully take the time to read at least a few testimonials from other users. And in any case, you can always contact the support team, and that will also give you some kind of authority to understand whether the tech and support team is actually meeting your needs or not. We here at Uteach make it super easy and accessible to reach our contact team in order to address any of your questions, concerns, feedback, or in any case, anything that you need to ask. Our hosting service platform offers various packages depending on your hosting capacity. And we also have flexible payments and accessibilities. So make sure that you do choose a hosting service that is not only enjoyable for you, but is enjoyable for your students. Whether you plan on teaching 10 students or even 1,000 students, we offer various packages to meet your desired capacity and of course your preferred outcome. Always remember that the chosen platform should be user-friendly and very easy to use. And the 4th mistake that we would like to talk about is audio. Okay, I'm gonna say this one more time. Audio is extremely important in any kind of video content. One of the biggest pet peeves by students and just viewers in general is the lack of quality audio. You want to make sure your voice can easily be heard even if the student has the volume lowered all the way down. You heard that right. Can you hear me now? You may think excellent video production or an aesthetic background or fancy editing is actually the key to a successful online course. And yes, while those can apply to making your course be successful and beautiful and sell out like crazy, but if the person on the other end can barely hear you, best believe they are not going to have a good experience and may even actually request a refund. And I say this from personal experience actually. I once spent $300 on an online course which had awful, horrible, low quality audio. And even today when I sometimes repeat that course, the content itself is amazing and life-changing, but I'm still very annoyed at the fact that the audio is extremely low and poor quality. Luckily, nowadays ensuring quality audio is actually really not that much of a problem, even if you're filming with your smartphone. There are dozens of high quality microphones on the market that you can easily find, whether in tech stores or even online like Amazon or eBay. And you can film your content all by yourself just by using your smartphone and your window lighting, and you're good to go. If you would like to see videos on how you can create a course just with your smartphone, make sure you let us know in the comments section so we can know that that is something you highly request, and of course, we'll get right to it. We've added some affiliate links in the description box to some microphones that we personally like and that you can use too, which are of course affordable and user-friendly. So to sum up, the top 4 mistakes that many creators make before creating a course is: number 1, researching your content demand in advance. Number 2, making sure your course serves a purpose and provides valuable information. Number 3, choosing the correct hosting platform service that is suited for your needs specifically. And number 4, ensuring that you do have proper and high quality audio. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, make sure to hit the like button so you could show us some love. And of course, if you're interested in e-learning, course creation, and digital entrepreneurship, make sure you do subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you can be notified of all future incoming videos. I'm Sas from Uteach, and I'll see you next time.